Hi, everyone. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for visiting this video where I am here to edify and exhort you in your walk with Christ. So for this particular video, I wanted to just open your eyes to some things so that you'll know the difference between a prophetic gift and the psychic gift, which is actually the prophetic gift perverted. It is called divination because, for one, the prophetic gift comes from God, but the psychic gift or divination is of the devil. So I'm going to explain to you how and why you get a psychic or somebody that is not speaking of God to give you an accurate word or prophecy, but it's not of God. And I'm going to share with you how that happens. All right. So I'm going to show you a person who have been called a prophet, and he's actually getting his words from a psychic. And I'm going to let you hear this, and I'm going to share with you more of my thoughts.
Here's my Kanye West. Kanye West loses it all. He is mentally ill, and others around him know it, but nobody is saying anything. And it's sort of like Michael Jackson. Everybody saw how sick he was, but did nothing to help or stop him.
I want y'all to really pray because I had a very bad vision about Kanye West. I saw him lose his mind. I saw him like lose everything. Remember like how Michael Jackson at the end of his life, start losing, doing little crazy stuff, but the people around him wouldn't say nothing. I saw, I'm saying this not just to talk about it. We really need to pray for Kanye West. Lord told me that him and Kim will not be, they're not gonna stay married. And but really, really, really pray for Kanye West.
All right, so the first thing I want to address real quick is this. Anytime you go to a church and someone is giving you words that does not bring you closer to God, it has nothing to do with the things of God, just know that that person is not operating in the spirit of God. If they're giving you things that are false, and in this case, we see that this person is getting it from a psychic. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to share with you in 1 Samuel 28, verse 8, you see that Saul, the then king of Israel, he reaches out to a woman with a familiar spirit. He even asks for a woman with a familiar spirit particularly. Now, the question becomes, why did he do it? Because he was rejected of God, and he was trying to get answers to what's going to happen in the future. So he went out of desperation to a woman with a familiar spirit. Now, this was indeed a very fatal move. And when the woman conjured up Samuel told Saul his fate. And this was accurate. But why was this accurate? Was it accurate because the devil knew the future? Well, it was accurate because God already had it out there that a person that went to these people for answers in Leviticus 20:6 will be cut off. So Saul was cut off because he deliberately went to a familiar spirit, okay? A person with a familiar spirit to get answers. And so that was already his doom. So this was already written in Leviticus 20:6. And even Chronicles 10:13 tells you that that's why Saul died. Saul died not only because he was rejected of God, but he went to go to a psychic for answers. So we see with Saul went to a woman with a familiar spirit, and what he received as a result was something that God had already mentioned in his word, what would happen to a person that went to someone that consulted with somebody that worked witchcraft. Now, how else a psychic would get an accurate word that's not from God? How does a psychic determine or gets a accurate word that's not from God concerning a person's life? And this here is about to make sense. You have devils that follow people that entertain them. And you should not be shocked that Kanye West, who said years ago that he sold his soul to the devil, and then Kim Kardashian, both of these, they are not interested in the things of God. So, of course, devils are following them. And they obviously, being that these devils wasn't just created yesterday. These devils been around long enough to know how to conjure up situations just to create a certain outcome. And that's what happened. It wasn't that they could read the heart of God and they could tell the future. No, these devils, they follow people and they cause things to happen so that they can say, well, this is going to happen. That's just like if somebody flattened the tire of somebody's car and they say, well, this person ain't going to be able to drive their car. Why? Because somebody flattened the tire. Same way that devils go about giving psychics an accurate word. They manipulate the situation so that that psychic can pick it up and run. And then people think, oh, the psychic is true. Oh, this and this and this. And people giving the money to the psychic and all this other stuff. Okay. When it comes to the things of God, no man knows the heart of God unless God reveals it to them. And God is going to reveal his heart to those that take the time to learn him and listen to him, okay? And again, the things that come from God, they're to encourage you and to bring you to him, not to just entertain you, not to just tell you somebody's business, but to give you the things that you need to bring you closer to him. So the easiest way to detect whether a prophecy is from God or from the devil is determined based on whether that prophecy will draw you closer to God or whether it will keep you distracted from the things that matter. Okay? All right, so once again, the difference between the prophetic gift and the gift of divination or the psychic gift is that the prophetic gift is from God and divination and the psychic gift is from the devil. And when God speaks, he speaks from his heart, and the demons and devils, they don't know what is in the heart of God. However, if you're wondering, once again, how does the psychic gets it right? It's because the devils are manipulating the situation and bringing a message to let the psychic know that this is what the outcome is going to be. It's like that example that I said earlier. It's like flattening a tire and then telling someone that the person that drives this car is not going anywhere. And that's manipulating the situation. If you don't want a person to go anywhere, you're going to flatten the tire, you're going to do something to the car. And that's what devils do. That's exactly what the devils did to Kanye and Kim's marriage. They manipulated the situation. They flattened the tire in their marriage, and then they reported what the outcome was going to be. Because why? Kanye and Kim was yielded to the demonic. So I hope this brings clarity concerning how does this work? How does psychics get to be accurate in what they're saying, because they're tapped into something that's not of God. If this has been a blessing to you, please subscribe to my channel and God bless you.